Hostia, ¿os imagináis? Así que cáncer, ¿quieres hablar de eso?
So, the big
O sea,
C
no puedo, Agus, no puedo.
want to talk about it?
Well, to be honest, I didn't really want to tell you about it like that.
Bueno,
I put you in a very difficult position, I know. It's just that I was really desperate to get this room. I hope you can understand. This is the last and most important thing I must do before my time is up.
It's fine. You seem alright. It's just... I find it hard to trust people these days. Maybe it's time I opened my eyes to see others have problems too. Some, like yourself, even bigger than mine. What kind of cancer is it? Do you mind me asking?
Brain tumor. Her name is glioblastoma.
Her?
Yep, they're all girls, the way I imagine it. Just look at their names. Lymphoma, melanoma, myeloma, leukemia, sarcoma. Each of them a fucking goddess of death. Beautiful and ruthless.
You might just be right about that, Mitzi. I
Joder.
used to be a nurse. I know a few things about cancer. And I know glioblastoma. She's a real bitch.
Yeah, and yet she gets to be the prom queen before night ends, while I disappear down the back exit.
qué
How
putada.
long?
They said I had a year. But that was 6 months ago, so... yeah. Not awfully long.
Is there anything...
They've tried.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. So am I. Do you want to talk about something else?
¿Cómo planeas
How
encontrar
are
este
you
tipo?
planning to find this guy?
I don't know yet. A bit of detective work, perhaps. It shouldn't be that hard, really. There are only 8 apartments here. One is yours. That leaves us with 7. I was hoping that you could give me a hand, actually. You know some of your neighbors, don't you?
Not many. I never really cared about them. They changed over the years, too. You probably also figured by now that this is not the sort of place where new neighbors are greeted with a freshly baked cake. You see a new face, you give them a blank stare as you pass them in the hall, and you forget about them a minute later.
That bad, eh?
Well, there's that bald guy who lives above me in flat 5. He came here recently to shout in my face. He's a nasty piece of work, but I really don't think he's the person you're looking for.
What does he do for a living?
I think he's a train driver.
I can't imagine somehow that my guy would be a train driver. Okay, that's good. Leaves us with just 6.
Mhm.
Anyone else you know?
I'd have to think.
You know, maybe not tonight. Let's just talk about something else, okay? I have plenty of time. There's no need to rush this. Maybe tomorrow we could sit down together and make a plan. I could draw a simple map of the building, and with your help, mark down who lives where.
Sounds good to me, Mitzi.
Bien, bien. Oh, ya no llueve.
It's not raining anymore.
Oh well, I don't mind rain. Sometimes I even like it. But according to weather forecast, there's a nasty fog coming. Now that I'm actually scared of. I got lost in a fog once, when I was just 9 or 10. I remember I sat under a tree crying, thinking some monster would appear right in front of me and drag me away.
But now that you're a big girl, you know there are no monsters.
Yeah? How do you know?
Nunca he visto uno. Ni hay nadie que...
I've never seen one, nor has anyone else.
That doesn't prove they don't exist. You just never came across them, and those who did never lived long enough to tell the tale. But anyway, I'm not saying I'm still that terrified of fog. I mean, I've grown up and all. I just don't reject the possibility that they might be out there somewhere. Like aliens and Elvis and God.
Come to think
Y
about it,
Elvis.
I've come
Esa es
across
buena.
some pretty weird things. Especially recently.
Yeah? Like what?
Oh, it doesn't matter. I probably just dreamed
Sí,
it.
mejor no contárselo porque si no va a ser un espectáculo. Mencionaste un novio. Cuéntame
You
sobre él.
mentioned a boyfriend. Tell me something about him.
Yeah, okay. Let's talk about him. His name is Jack.
Se llama Jack. Vienes buscando a
He's dead.
Jack. Ah, vaya, pues está muerto. F.
Oh,
Miss Ashworth, are you sure you want to listen about my miserable life? I don't want to bring you down. These aren't happy stories.
and I'm not a happy stories kind of person. I'm sure you've noticed by now.
I guess so. Anyway, I suppose I
Correcto.
would have had to tell you about Jack sooner or later. After all, he is the main reason I'm here. I just don't know where to start.
Pues empiezas por el principio y acabas por su muerte. Así de sencillo, hija mía. A ver. Vamos a empezar por el principio. ¿Cómo os
We
conocisteis?
knew each other for like forever. We grew up on the same street. It's funny how we seem to be made for each other. Perfect match.
Esa
I always
sensación
knew
de que
he was the
parece la
guy for
pareja
me, and
perfecta.
I'm sure he never doubted that either. Jack was absolutely crazy about me. We thought one day we would marry, have children, be happy. I never had many friends because I had Jack. I didn't need anybody else.
Eso es jodido, tío.
You know, if there's one thing I'm really grateful for in my life, it's that I got to experience this pure, perfect love. Some people go through a lifetime without knowing how it feels. I guess I've been very lucky.
Sí, pero lo malo de centrarte tanto en tu pareja es que luego te quedas sola. Y si tienes amigos, los has dejado de lado. Desgraciadamente eso es así.
How did he take the news about your cancer?
No vas a dejarla de cómo murió
I
para
thought I
el
was
final.
joking at first. He laughed. And he got really angry.
Normal.
I swore to him I was serious, but he still wouldn't believe me. We had a big fight that night. It was our first and only fight. It was awful. He smashed some stuff. His guitar, of all things, was the worst. He loved that guitar. Why did he break it? He was absolutely furious. He walked out on me that night, and when he came back the next day, he was different. Begged me to try surgery and chemotherapy. I didn't really want those things, but I did the chemo for him. It didn't help. It just made me feel sick all the time.
Sé lo que es eso.
I felt trapped in this
Sé
strange
que es lo de,
place.
sé
Nothing
cómo es
that
lo de la
happened
quimio.
around me seemed real. Maybe that's why I didn't see what my cancer was doing to Jack, and it was destroying him as well. He changed. He became obsessed with death. It seemed death was all he ever thought about, even though it was me, not him, who was supposed to die.
Jack hizo esas imágenes en tu pared. ¿Esa era artista?
Jack made those pictures on your wall. Was he an artist?
He always liked all kinds of morbid stuff, whether it was music, movies, paintings. So do I, really. We had that in common, amongst other things. People say it's depressing to listen to sad songs or watch sad films, but I never felt that way.
And yet, you are scared of fog?
Oh, that's different. I might be scared of fog, but I like spiders. They're beautiful.
Bueno, las
You
arañas.
must be out of your mind, Mitzi.
No, honestly.
Una arañita
there's a
así
certain
correteándote del brazo.
indescribable
Tiqui, 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 tiqui,
beauty
tiqui,
in
tiqui, tiqui, con las patitas
Just
ahí.
like
tiqui,
there's
tiqui, tiqui,
beauty in the
tiqui, tiqui.
grey and ugly winter morning when you look past the obvious and notice what others can't see.
You must love my apartment then. It's like Ugly took a vacation here and never went home again.
Y la pregunta más importante, ¿cómo
How
murió?
did he die? How did Jack die?
Venga, y un piti. Un piti para el body.
It was so distant in the last few weeks before he died. What I didn't know was that he kept looking for something. I don't think he even knew what exactly. But it eventually found him. Or rather, he found him.
Él.
There are those forums online, you know, about all sorts of stuff. Fishing, computer games, horses, gambling, addictions. Everything, really. Accidentally, Jack stumbled upon one about suicide. There's a guy there. Calls himself the Eye of Adam. He's a fucking god on that forum. It's like a failed suicide club. People mostly try to help each other and offer support. Sometimes it just helps to know there are others like you. To listen to their stories and how they cope with their lives. But the Eye of Adam is an advocate of death.
No, que si no lo has hecho, que lo hagas otra vez.
His job is to plant an idea, to give them a reason to die and tell them how to do it, once and for good. Jack took the bait.
No aguantaba la situación y murió.
Brainwashed.
Y se suicidó, vamos.
One day he sat down with me and tried to explain his perfect solution. It was the Romeo and Juliet kind of scenario. We were both to die together in each other's arms. It was supposed to be a quick and foolproof death. There was no chance we would have been saved. All thanks to the Eye of Adam, who created a tool for perfect suicide. He told me it was very simple. All we needed were 2 easily accessible household chemicals, which combined together create a gas called hydrogen sulfide.
Sulfídrico, sí.
Within a couple of minutes.
El ácido sulfídrico.
I told him he was fucking nuts, of course, but he just wouldn't give up. He reasoned with me, then he begged, and eventually just kept screaming at me. I figured it was his crazy idea of a modern romance, but it was downright tacky and just wrong. Finally, he said he would get everything ready and wait for me in our special place at dawn. 5 in the morning. Don't be late. Those were his last words he said to me. Then he stormed out. I cried for hours, thinking I didn't deserve all that from the person I loved most in the whole world. A few times I even tried to persuade myself that maybe he was right and I should do it. I just couldn't. I eventually fell asleep. I didn't plan it. My head was killing me. I was so tired. I woke up suddenly. I could see the sun rising out my window. It was nearly 5. In utter panic, I threw myself off the bed and ran out the door. I needed to stop him. I needed to get there before it was too late. But right there in my bedroom, before I even left, I already knew it was. When I arrived at our special place, it was already bright. We used to go there in the past, drink wine, sometimes smoke weed and listen to Pink Floyd, sometimes make love in Jack's car. There wasn't really anything special about that old parking lot. But to us there was. It was completely abandoned. It was quiet. It was safe. After that day, I've never gone there again.
¿La manejo? Sí, la manejo. La manejo, la manejo. Vale, hay gas dentro. Lo siento tanto, creo que ahora te entiendo.
I'm so sorry. I think now I understand. He loved you so much, he couldn't bear the thought of living without you. And that guy, the Eye of Adam. I'm not surprised you want to find him. I know I would. I'm not sure if I should believe that you only want to talk to him. But hey, that's none of my business. I wouldn't know what I'd do if this happened to me.
Good to know, but I really just want to talk. I want to face Jack's killer and tell him what he's done to me. You know, the funny part is that he actually told me where he lives. He wants to meet me. Would you believe that?
How come?
Well, this kind of thing he does is called trolling on the internet. It's usually a form of extreme bullying and psychological cruelty. Those who are clever enough say don't feed the troll. Don't talk to them. It
No
only makes
alimentes
it
al
worse
troll.
if you show any interest in them at all. And Eye of Adam is no exception. He craves attention. He's a hungry troll who wants to devour as many hearts as he can get a hold of. I emailed him and told him I was a massive fan who loves his work. He wouldn't believe me at first. But trolls are always hungry, and I was prepared to serve him a meal fit for a king.
What do you mean?
I fed him so much bullshit that he really believed I'm a suicide preacher just like him.
Great. I wish he'd given you his door number, though.
It's all a part of some sick game he's playing.
Pues sí.
Sooner or later, I'll find him.
Había carteles en las ventanas del coche.
There were signs on the car windows.
Warning signs, yeah. I found on that forum that the Eye of Adam doesn't want any accidental deaths. So he posted this poster design for people to print. It turns out there's a whole sick ideology behind it. Fumes from the car could hurt anyone who opens the door, and that's not the point. The idea is to die willingly and with clear mind, to prepare for it, to embrace it.
Jesus. You'd think the police would investigate the whole thing. Sounds almost like a sect.
This guy knows how to hide. The police can't be bothered to make an effort. It took me 3 months to track him down. Now I'm finally so close. I can almost smell that fucker.
Vaca, pero si eso es como lo dicen en japonés. ¿Cuáles son esos dos productos
What
químicos?
are those two chemical products?
Well, I'm not sure if you want to know that.
No me voy a suicidar, es curiosidad. Por favor.
I get it. You don't want to tell me because I'm a fucking suicidal maniac. Is that it?
No, Miss Ashworth. No, I didn't mean it like that. Okay. Maybe to some extent. Just replace maniac with victim and fucking with recovering. You've only just come back from the hospital. Whatever it was that made you do it, you proved you are capable of going through with it. I don't know you long enough to tell you if you're completely over it now. And the last thing I want is to give you stupid ideas. It would be just like what the Eye of Adam does. I would never forgive myself if anything happened to you because of me. I mean, how could I?
What if I promise to you I will never do it again?
Okay. Alright. But if you don't keep your promise, Miss Ashworth, I'll find you in hell and kick your lying ass for breaking my already broken heart.
You can't kick my ass when I'm dead.
I'll soon be dead too, Miss Ashworth. So, yeah, I swear I will do it.
I don't think so. You'll go to heaven, you muppet.
The recipe for this deadly cocktail is very simple. Any good housewife can make it in a blast.
¿Qué coño? ¿Qué cojones? ¿Aparezco aquí? ¿Cómo es que aparezco aquí? Atrapagatos. Vale. Puerta. No, 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 ya lo sé. Cubeta. Es una cubeta vacía. Uh. Coleccionar armas debe ser una pequeña pasión. Si tan solo pudiera alcanzar una, pero en todas están demasiado cerca de él, seguramente se despertaría. Ok, gracias Redis. Está bastante dormido, quizás está ebrio o drogado. En cualquier caso, no tengo oportunidad de pelear contra este tipo. Es rápido y fuerte, y está demente. Pero no es el más listo del mundo. Tendré que usar mi inteligencia para deshacerme de él. Por la ventana rota entra una corriente de aire frío. Vale. Ya por mirar la habitación. Se pasa aquí sentado el día jugando con sus armas, mientras arriba ve tira fea le hace la comida. Hostia, vale, pues vamos a mirar en la parte de arriba. Vamos allá. Ya no las hacen así. Lo único que veo es niebla, no puedo encontrar el camino a casa. Está vieja con todas estas telarañas y polvo. Joder. La cena necesita una nueva bombilla. Debería buscar una. Vale, busquemos la bombilla. Una lámpara. Vale. Vamos a tener que estar jugando con las luces. Vamos a buscar bombillas. Por ahora es lo que puedo hacer. Vale, aquí hay unas bombillas. Está demasiado caliente, no puedo tocarla. ¿Y por qué no apagas con el interruptor la esta? Gilipeches. Vale. Cocina. Vamos a entrar. Botellas. Examinar. Botellas de vino vacías. Les gusta beber. No hay nada como una botella de vino tinto con un bife de gato al punto justo. Joder, de gato, ¿eh? Acaban de cargarse un gato. Cuchillos. Da un cuchillo, Pepe. Lavabo, examinar, viscoso. No creo que se lave muy a menudo. Qué asco. Cuadro, este está descolgado, tomar. Vale, tengo un cuadro. ¿Y qué hago con el cuadro? Yo no estoy haciendo nada, ¿eh?
Well, well. Boxes full of bleach.
Cajas llenas de
I
lejía.
suppose I deserve a bottle. I've worked hard for it.
Vale.
This reminds me of something.
The first thing you need is a strong toilet bleach. You know the kind.
Ajá.
Not just a regular bleach, but one that makes your eyes all watery and skin itchy.
Ok. Vale, entonces estamos haciendo como un atrás adelante. ¿Cómo?
What's going on? Something is wrong, Mitzi. The cats are alarming.
That's exactly like when I found you, Miss Ashworth.
We've got to check what's going on.
Oh, I'm really sorry, but there is no way I'm going
Claro,
out
porque le
this
tiene
fog.
miedo.
Fine. I'll go on my own then.
¿Qué nervioso? ¿Ese? ¿El de los maullidos? ¿Te pone nervioso? Vale, voy a hacer una cosa. Que no me lo habéis dicho en ningún momento y sois unos desgraciados. Que os he dicho, avisadme cuando tenga que guardar. No me habéis avisado lo que viene a ser una mierda. Así que ya lo guardo yo. No os preocupéis. Planta baja. Soy un desgraciado, lo admito. Sí, porque alguien no me lo recuerda. Ah, que no puedo salir por acá, vale. Qué puerco eres, Agus. El buzón. Órganos inquilinos. Vale, todos los compartimentos tienen llave. ¿Qué coño? Escucha, Pets Control,
Bloody fog. Can't see a thing. Someone could be getting murdered 2 feet away, and not a soul would notice.
Hostia, tú.
But still, it could be worse. At least it's not raining, eh?
Buah, el puto loco
Always
este.
look on the bright side, they say. And I always do. Not a talkative type, are you? What's your name, sweetheart?
Es que ya sé quién es.
Don't be such a scaredy cat, sweetheart. You're Susan, aren't you? A kind man had described to me what you look like. And what can I say? He was spot on.
What do you want?
I'm just here on a job, sweetheart. Nothing more. I had a call, you see. There's a cat problem. And apparently, some crazy cat lady keeps making it worse for everyone.
Hostia, tú.
A crazy cat lady called Susan, I was told.
Joder.
Now, you ain't gonna like it, sweetheart, but I'm taking you for a ride.
¿Cómo? What? ¿Lo puedo coger? Sí. No, sí, sí. En un día de niebla. Va. Bañera. ¿Es aquí donde se bañan? El agua se ve muy rara, como una mezcla de tierra, grasa derretida y petróleo. Bah. Corta césped. Examinar. ¿Qué está haciendo en la bañera? Está toda oxidada y cubierta de algo viscoso. Otra bañera. Cobertizo. Hostia puta.
Look what the cat dragged in.
Huye. Ala. ¿Vuelvo a empezar otra vez? Hostia puta. Joder. Bueno, a ver. ¿Y si le mato? Pues nada. Vámonos. Nos queda por mirar la parte de arriba. Vale. Entrada. Entrar. Ventana pequeña. Examinar. Está roto. Aquí simplemente... Sí. Camioneta. Registrar la camioneta. Casi me alegro de verme que estoy consciente cuando me tajo aquí. A través de las ventanas puedo ver sangre y excrementos de animales por todos los lados. Pero la puerta trasera está cerrada. Me pregunto si podré encontrar una llave de repuesto en algún lugar. Vale. Ventana del conductor. Mira adentro. La puerta está cerrada, pero veo que dejó un teléfono en el asiento del conductor. Quizás pueda pedir auxilio si logro hacerme con él de alguna manera. ¿Y si utilizo el atrapagatos? ¿Y el cuchillo? No. No. Hay algo que... ¿Y si utilizo el...? No. Vale, pues vamos a investigar un poco. Espera, antes de entrar, ¿puedo dar una vuelta por acá? Ladrillos flojos. Por la que esté no puedo sacar ladrillos con las manos. ¿Con un trapo? Con un cuchillo sí. Vale, tenemos un ladrillo. Ahora sí que sí, soy más de ladrillo. ¿Me puedo ir hacia acá? Hostias, es que no veo una mierda, tú. No veo una mierda. Olvídate, si es que no veo. No veo un carajo. Vale. Pues no salta nada. No ha saltado nada. Pero si lo estoy haciendo. Ay. Y mira que le estoy dando a avanzar y no avanza. Que no avanza. Que ves que vuelve para atrás, que no avanza, que no avanza. Solamente estoy caminando en círculos. Ay, Dios. La señora de los logros. Oh, qué mujer. Espérate. ¿Y si utilizo...? No le arranca los pies. El que me dijo que haces... No, si te estoy diciendo que no me da ningún logro. Si te lo estoy diciendo. Vale, vale. ¿Puedo usar el este? No tiene llaves puestas, tendré que buscar otra manera. Tomar el celular. Vale, tenemos un móvil. ¿Qué objetos tengo? Atrapabrazos, tal. No tengo más, vale. Tendré que entrar. Claro, como si dentro hubiese... Se lo dejaré a otra para que lo descubra. Yo estoy... ¿Dónde estará? A ver. Hay algo que me tengo que estar dejando. Abrimos la nevera. Buenas, las Corvo. Vale. Veamos a ver. La mesa está sucia, llena de asquerosos restos de muchas cenas. Hay un fuerte hedor a comida podrida. Buh. La cosa es, ¿para qué cojones quiero yo el cuadro que lo he cogido de aquí? Vale. A ver. Tiene que haber algo por aquí. No. Yo no, cielo. A ver, por lo pronto... A ver, en esta bañera... Vale. Tenemos la llave. Vale, perfecto. Algo que me huele mal. Vale, ¿qué es lo que seguimos teniendo? Vale, el cuadro La lejía del trapo. Con el trapo podríamos quitar las bombillas, por ejemplo, ¿no? Digo yo, vamos. Podemos probarlo.